Hello, fair listener. Welcome and thank you for following our journey on metagaming by Rum Propelled Gaming. Fair warning, sometimes we are not safe for work, and others not safe for real life. Journey forth at your own risk. Now let's dive right back into Tarath. Through the campaign Alalopolis.
Fucking Craig.
Okay,
Fucking
Greg.
The hand of fate tosses, the dice rolls, spins, turns. A campaign starts and ends, leaving memories that become stories. Stories flow out into the infinite sea, painting it with legends. Legends wash up on the shores throughout the infinite sea, fading to myth until myths are forgotten, and the campaign that gave it birth comes again. And again, the hand of fate tosses, the dice rolls, spins, turns. Hitherto, we'd left the Rum Rollers in the Pink Plush Pig, the magical dance club in Sorcates, enthralled with the experience room. They began to experiment while Queen Theoda's guard discussed with them the plan to face the Red Dragon Chandar. The Queen's guard gave them a map of his island and pointed it out on their own maps of Gargantium, after which they'd summoned a few scenarios. And the Rum Rollers quickly discovered they are not prepared to battle a red dragon, even a small one. The Rawlsons attempted to convince the Queen's Guard, meanwhile, as to throw in one of the experience room crystals as a reward for facing the Chandar. The Queen's Guard mentioned it may put them into debt, even with the 1% profits if the deal goes well, but would talk to Queen Theoda. While discussing what to do with the experience room next, the Rum Rollers greet a new companion, Zenora. Kat, Frederick, Mime, and the Rawlsons all introduce themselves and their current quandary, to which they'd proceed with the last call and closing the Pink Plush Pig by summoning, interrogating, and beating to death an illusion of Loki for information of hell. He seemed to be mainly damaged by Frederick using Alalopolis' table as a weapon. With Zenora's giant coin creating the final blow, splitting him in half. Mime collects the enormous coin with their ring of reasonable size. During the interrogation, they recorded a message on Flint's torque to be heard by the Shadow Seekers in Hell. After the mutilation of Loki, and during the closing of the Pink Plush Pig, in the early morning hours as the sun was rising, the Rum Rollers arranged with the Queen's Guard to borrow the crash pad of the Queen in the club. After the door was locked, they all piled into Adüné, whereupon Rarl crafted a strap for the table and resized it with one of Mime's extra resizing rings. The Rum Rollers discussed to have Jeffrey and the magnificent Grarl go out to try and find some nudies of Queen Theoda for Chandar, the Red Dragon, while also searching for Sir Ferris Tellus for advice on how to retrieve Adüné from her bottle so as to sail to Chandar's island off the coast of Gargantium. Jeffrey, Grarl, Jarl leave the Rum Rollers within Adüné's bottle, locked safely in the crash pad after their exciting all-nighter at the Pink Plush Pig, while the new companion Zenora relaxed with a hermit crab on Adüné's deck. While the Rum Rollers rested, the Ralston brothers had the day to themselves to create a nudie of Queen Theoda with the experience room and find.
Hell yeah.
And got in contact with Ferris, who was to meet them at the cliffs in the market district, and for a splashing good time. Let's find out what happens this time. So you're currently finding yourselves, as it were, in the crew quarters of a Adüné, or on the deck in the case of Zenora still with that hermit crab. And Mime, you're probably waking up with a good bit of a hangover, and same as Kat.
So hungover.
Also, too, if Rarl or Grarl wanted to make their entrances from that side of things, you could probably think Matt would be okay with you guys taking the lead with one of them, since Jeffrey the Magnificent does not speak.
Is that the one who keeps trying to think he can eat me?
Mm-hmm. And they're just returning to Adüné's decks currently.
Very much in a fit of craziness. We were running away from a spray bottle, so I would say we would be crashing into the ship as well. That's my vote, personally.
All puffy, like, backs arched and fur on
Yeah,
edge.
very puffy, very much on edge, very much running around and crashing into the walls.
And the first one to see this and have woken up with their splitting headache of some sort is Kat. While you guys come through the portal, because Kat was. Were you there, Kat, or were you just kind of like up against another wall somewhere?
I was over here in this corner and I just started walking around because I was like,
okay.
oh yeah, I can see the board now, because I was just off to one side looking at the blackness, not looking at the board.
Well, I think that would been appropriate actually, where you'd had yourself even too, because if you were just like waking up groggily and started like walking out, you're going to want to roll me a deck save against let's see what.
It's bad. It's bad. It's a great way to start the night. A 4.
Ooh.
I am hungover, so.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably with disadvantage anyways, but
I can roll with disadvantage. Oh, don't be worse. Okay. That one was
Wow.
a 20. A 4 and a 20, great.
Too bad it wasn't
but it's
with
a 4.
advantage. It's all right. You got cats barreling through. So as they come through the other side, you can't make it out of the way in time. But your eyes get really large as you see two massive fur balls, just sprinting through the portal. And they both kind of like jump over you, but in their haste, not realizing that the wall is directly behind you, and run into it.
No.
in a pile.
Hell yeah.
So do I get kicked, and then do they fall on me after running into the wall?
No, you're perfectly fine. They like sprung over you so that they landed on top of each other, kind of cartoonesque, into the wall, and then into a pile on the floor.
I'm assuming Jeffrey would just come in behind very, very, like, nonchalant.
Probably.
Like,
Hey
peasants.
guys, it's me. What's going on?
Just tripping over a chicken. It's fine.
Yeah, we were just talking about how we were running away from the spray bottle, so they would have entered Adüné very, very hastily and run into a wall.
Perfect.
And then they were discussing on how Jeffrey would have entered all calmly.
Yeah, I think so. Jeffrey's like the most composed of all of them, including my actual character.
So Rarl would probably be waking up from his cat nap too, then, to the sounds of his brethren running into the wall and tripping over a chicken.
I'm actually at the base of that wall sleeping, because that's where I ran into and immediately went and laid down. So when they hit me, I start up and then immediately start grooming them because I'm just drowsy. Oh, hello. I look around. Hello, everyone.
Not quite everyone is there yet. I think at that noise too, Mime would awaken though.
Mime wakes up and just like sighs, lays her head back down, and just breathes like. It's like working up the will to get up out of bed.
And Zenora, you probably hear from the through corridors on deck, the thumping. You're like,
Oh
"The hell is
yeah,
that?"
I would have. I'm gonna come down and be like, what happened?
You
Oh,
hurriedly
no.
leave the
Yeah,
hermit bed?
yeah. I would. That would be very concerning.
All right, you're inside the crew quarter, and you see the pile of cats that
The pile of.
and a very confused looking chicken cat.
Chicken cat. I very groggily just like stumble back in shock and immediately am going to go look for water because I just need a drink. I need hydration.
I'm assuming you're muttering to something like of that effect under your breath, and Adüné, you would hear in your mind very softly, "Oh, don't worry yourself, dearie," and pull up a little bowl. You'd see the clattering of the deck, and a bowl would come up from between the boards and set down next to you.
I would immediately just start chugging the water.
Adüné. What a hell.
After emptying the bowl, I just kind of like flop on my side. I'm like, thank you. You're just so wonderful. I think I'm going to be sick. I'm imagining a chicken probably can't hold their liquor very well.
I have no idea.
Yep, I've never gotten a chicken drunk before.
What's the constitution of a chicken?
Low. Let's Google it.
Partially because you're also a wizard chicken, so your constitution's definitely going to be low.
Yeah.
Beefy barbarian chickens. The ones that attack you when you turn your back on you.
Right, I hate those chickens.
Those roosters.
Those gosh darn cocks.
Bastards.
Cock.
So I think you have pretty much control of the Ralsons now, but I was letting that kind of play out too, because they are the ones with the knowledge currently of their accomplishments.
Did we ever say which one was
Oh,
the
no.
notes that we forged?
It was the queen, because you guys had made it on of her. What do you mean though? I guess I should ask. that
Like,
first.
which of the Ralsons has the one
Oh,
forged?
I see.
Is holding them?
Yeah.
Jeffrey. He's the most he's the most responsible of the four. So he would produce them with a flourish and pass them out to the group, and jump up and down very excitedly, while the other two hasten to both tell exactly what happened, but in the wrong order, over top of each other. And then we went back to the shop, and then we went out to the street, and we saw the queen. She was naked in the room, and we drew her, and because we knew you would like that, and we brought it here for you. I don't know if we've done anything since then. It's been a few weeks.
Yeah, I looked it up. It's been a couple months.
Okay. I don't remember the finer details, but I know that we
Spray bottle.
we set out on a mini adventure to buy nudes of the queen, when we instead realized that we have the magic thing that we brought Loki here with, the illusion thing. So we just asked for an illusion of the naked queen, and then we did a whole art studio class.
That's wonderful.
You remember
And then
so
we
much more than I did.
You
We
curled up
stacked
in her
up-
lap.
Oh yeah. Also, one, I think it's Jarl or Grarl,
It's in the
is
picture.
prominently in the photo, like laid across tastefully over her lap to like
A pussy.
very regal.
Like the royalty like paintings that have cats in them. Absolutely that type.
Yep. If anyone was in the bar, I believe and I don't know if it got cleaned
I
up.
knocked down all the bottles.
Yep, and we stacked a bunch of stuff.
Not yet. Everybody's still on the boat during their hangovers.
And
Other
then
than-
I think we went and talked to the warehouse guy about getting Adüné out of the bottle, and
Yep.
I think we got whatever we needed to do that, or we're going to meet him or something.
We told him to meet us somewhere.
And that's what I say, just somewhere. I don't know
Yeah.
where.
I don't know.
And then we said we'd meet him somewhere, and he would free Adüné. So we should do that.
I sit up and I'm like, we should do that. But where is
Yes.
somewhere?
That's where Mime is gonna jump up. Be like, yes, we must.
I think we'll have to roll a history check to see if we can remember, but I
That-
physically, as a person, do not know.
I was gonna say that sounds like more like a real life history check you need to be making
Right.
there.
Unfortunately, I don't
'cause I
have
did-
stats yet.
I'd made the recap a little bit before you got here, but basically you're gonna meet him at the cliffs in the market district because it was kind of his idea, but then you guys liked the idea of making a splash with the ship off the cliffs.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, that's right.
We're gonna release her majestically into the ocean, into the bay.
Let's
Yep.
do it.
We should probably go do
So
that.
that's what we did. It was great. Great fun was had.
I know.
Do you guys need breakfast? Oh, we knocked over so
Yes.
many things.
I was thinking, can I do healing spells cure hangovers?
A really good
Isn't there a
idea.
heal poison?
Yeah, I was gonna say it would be more of like an antidote kind of deal than a health potion kind of deal, at least.
Okay, well, I don't have any healing spells, so I guess that's a bust.
Oh, but Mime does.
I think if you want to.
Are you saying it's a cure poison? Sorry. What do I need?
Cure poison and disease.
Probably. That would probably work. And I was just looking up. Oh, okay. This is a different list. of
Protection
things.
from poison.
Spare the dying. Does that count?
Are we that hungover?
I've got a
I don't
hand
think
of healing.
I
I
don't
think
think
it's
it's that-
protection from poison, level 2 abjuration. Touch creature if it's poisoned, you neutralize the poison.
Yeah, that would probably work.
Cleric, druid,
Oh,
paladin,
so-
ranger.
I also have lesser restoration. You touch a creature
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
can end either one disease or one condition affecting it.
Nice.
Is hungover?
Oh, wait.
Oh
a
yeah, this
condition?
condition can be blinded,
Who's the one that's
deafened,
addicted to
paralyzed, or
drugs?
poisoned.
and
Does
other
it fix
campaign.
addiction?
Other campaign.
Yeah.
Damn. The solution to
Yeah,
your
no.
addiction is just one cleric away.
Right. That's probably a thing. Indeed.
Yeah, you're basically just poisoned.
Yeah.
Though that's the
Oh my
gist of what I
God.
was reading through some of the rules there. So
It makes smoking meth so much easier in D&D.
Hell yeah.
Like you could just go on a bender and then go to a cleric and be like, "Hey, can you clean this up?"
also, cancer, which is kind of a disease too. Great.
Accurate.
Yes.
Oh man.
How do
Now
we
should
do
I
all
be
that?
should I be a cleric and from my real life character? Then I could sell cures to cancer in the real world.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know. Is addiction a curse?
Feels like it.
Mm,
The spell breaks its owner's attunement to the object, so it can be removed or discarded.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's making a lot of sense. Addiction is a curse. That makes way more sense than the poisoned aspect of being
Banality.
hungover is just the effect of the thing. So like you would be able to cure the side effects of it, but you would still be cursed
Addicted.
with with the addiction, basically.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that. Remove.
All right, we need to start a side business in D&D.
Oh lord.
We already did in this campaign too.
Wait, are you guys actually going to be good in the good campaign? Holy shit!
Define good.
Better
Good
Yeah.
not count,
for
better not count my
who?
chickens before they hatch. Never mind.
I may be the way of mercy, but you have no clue.
Yeah.
Uh,
So, yeah, the
Rar will
Ralstons.
jump to his feet. Be like, "Let's go. We're going to go free Adüné, but we should probably figure out how to get her little fish friends out first because I don't know what will happen.
Mime raises a finger and says, "But first breakfast."
But first
Like
breakfast.
points to the Rosens and says, "Yes, but first breakfast."
Can we get waffles?
Oh.
Let's do it.
Mime just like walks over to a wall and just like very lovingly and very gently just starts like petting the wall. Says, "Hey, Adüné."
Yes,
You know-
dearie.
We're gonna get you out, but we need some fuel to do that. Is there any way that you could make us some waffles?
Oh, I've done pancakes before. Is it like that?
Yes, very similar. More eggs.
Oh, okay. More
Little
eggs.
craters.
Craters, you say?
Little craters in the actual object, not flat atop. Little craters to hold sauce.
Sauce.
Huh.
Yeah, you need like a waffle iron.
Hmm. I mean, we're in a big
I
giant
don't know how to
city. We could
describe
just
a
go
waffle
get
iron.
Go get waffles from a restaurant.
that and a waffle iron for later.
Just equip
Adüné can have one.
Adüné with a waffle iron.
Well, I don't want you guys to go having to spend too much of your energy while you're in such a state, and you see the floorboards kind of like shuffle cat's vomit to the side of the floor, and
Mime is like
some-
like seriously considering if pancakes are gonna be okay. Like I feel like Mime is like maybe pancakes would be fine. Like blueberry pancakes, like
okay, I'll try my hand at these waffles. See what I can do. See what shakes out, I guess.
you're the best.
That's great.
The best.
Is this like, part of her flesh that she's making into waffles?
No,
not.
We
and
don't ask those
she's talking into your head too, Rawson. So she's been talking into everybody's head, but everybody can tell that they can all hear her in time because you guys are having the same reactions all at the same time. But she goes on to say, "No, don't be worried about that. I store goods from the shipments I've had as a normal ship on here. Anything that's part of the ship though is part of me, so I can manipulate things on the ship and the ship itself. But as Mime knows, having become captain, I can't really see outside of myself. That's the only thing, or sense outside of my own vessel. And that's when some hermit crabs start marching in to like clean up the vomit. But I did make some new friends that have been able to help with some of that at least. But they still aren't very, very smart. But I can get them to do other little tasks that I can't really manage. And you just gotta give me a couple more minutes here, and I can get you guys some waffles. And
You are the best.
what
Adüné.
kind of sauce
And gives him some finger guns.
goes with inside the craters, or should they be served on the side, or?
Syrup.
Zero sauce?
No, no,
Syrup?
we
It's
need
usually syrup.
Fruit
Syrup
sauce.
can be a fruit syrup.
what's whipped cream. Yes, whipped cream. We would like whipped cream. Many whipped creams.
Okay, I think I'm hearing a couple things here. I can get Mime some fruit syrup. I can get a zero sauce for new friend Zenora here. I'm not sure what that is. Might have to elaborate on that. But and whipped cream. I think I could definitely manage that one.
Yes.
And the fruit syrups. No big deal. Was I missing someone else there? Cat. Did you want any sauce on your
Fruit
waffles?
syrup works for me.
Okay. Well, I'll see what we got in the stores. And I think I've just finished up down there. And the floorboards open up. One of them kind of comes up in a kind of a hand shape and sets down a steaming pile of what looks like bowl cakes, like cakes shaped in bowls.
Cakes
Just-
shaped in bowls. Hey, I bet it tastes wonderful. I'd eat it. I'm gonna eat it.
Is
It's like a
amazing.
coffee mug cup
It's
or cake. Coffee.
but it's gonna hold all the syrup.
Yeah, all the syrup.
And on the side, the couple different syrups that, or the one syrup that was requested, I guess, and there's a bowl of freshly whipped cream off to the side as well. I hope this is what you were expecting.
We immediately start fighting over the whipped cream.
It's
While
all
everyone else does
Rawlson's.
whatever else they're doing.
I go for one of the bowls and just start pecking at it without any sauce at first.
Did you also use that lesser restoration, by the way, Mime? Just to clarify.
Oh, did I need to?
You yourself
Yes.
and Kat were hungover, and I was just gonna check that too to see if. Excuse me, but
I didn't roll for it. I can. It's a restoration.
if you're wanting to do that,
Shit. Yeah, I wish I could use it on myself.
that's what I was just
so
gonna
will at
check.
least use it
I didn't think you
on-
could, but thanks for confirming.
Sorry, you delete the second one. Oh, never mind. I don't have to
Nope.
roll for it at all. It's
Yeah.
just an action. Yeah, so I'm gonna see. I saw that Cat was having a very rough morning, right? Puked, and I'm watching the crowd clean it up. I'm just gonna like walk over and kneel down, like put my hand very gently on Cat's back, and be like, "Here, feel better."
You feel all your nauseousness and the splitting pain behind your eyes wash away. As
I
Mime's
sit up
hand on your-
really
Okay.
straightly and I just look back at Mime, and I'm just so grateful. I'm like, oh, thank you. That is doing wonders.
Shoot Cat some finger.
And your first couple pecks of the cake bowl are that it has got a lot more egginess to it, so it's not quite a waffle because it's not crispy, but it's on the edges it's kind of crispy because you're wondering how she would have made it. I'm guessing smushed between two bowls or something.
It's a crater.
Yeah, it's one giant crater.
All right, can we make these in real life? I'm very curious now.
Or try.
Oh, 2 muffin pans smushed together.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Let's make a bunch of little ones.
But
All right,
you're
I might
finding
test this sometime in the future.
it also is very delicious.
Yeah, I'm gonna
fluffy.
keep eating it with a lot more vigor now because I don't feel like I'm about to throw it up.
Forgetting completely all about the syrups. Oh, what was that about zero sauce? Do you mean like no sauce, or is that a particular sauce that I'm unfamiliar with?
No, everything that's provided here is fine. Thank you.
Of
I do.
course. Glad to have friends along.
It's so nice.
Everybody else, I'm assuming, is chowing down too.
Munch, munch.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Mime like bows their head a little bit and like takes like a moment of silence, you know, like reckons with their headache, their stomach. And I was like, this is amazing. I will enjoy this. This will be delicious.
Wait, so that lesser
And, like,
restoration
starts
you
eating.
cannot perform upon yourself?
It doesn't say
You,
that, but
you touch a
I have to
creature,
touch
and you can either cure.
You're a creature.
Yeah,
are
like
a
you can
creature.
touch yourself.
Oh, all right then. We're going there, huh?
This is how you restore yourself.
Yeah.
They call it the lesser restoration. Or the
Wow.
lower restoration.
I'd say it's a greater restoration.
Ah.
Probably.
That's a DM call. I don't know if that counts for me or not.
Cleric who can't heal themselves. That would be unfortunate.
Right?
Yeah.
Um,
Is that like typical? Do clerics usually
They
heal
normally
themselves?
can.
I know some spells allow for it, like they say. You know,
You can
for
cure
every
wounds yourself.
whatever
You just
you
put your
heal
hands
to.
on yourself and you cure your wounds.
I figure if cure wounds works, then
yeah, I'm not seeing anything. I'm not seeing
The,
anything
the
against it.
restorations should work on yourself.
Yeah, I'm
a
not
creature
seeing it.
you touch regains a number of hit points. You're a creature you can touch.
Yeah, exactly. Unless for some reason
Okay.
you're
cool.
unable
Unless
to
you're
touch yourself.
incorporeal, you should be able to touch yourself.
Well,
Or you don't
does
have
that
any
mean
arms
ghosts?
or legs.
Wait, did ghosts just put their arms through themselves then? What happens? Like-
Well, they can go through other things, so I would assume that they would be able to like put their hand through themselves.
They
I guess
can't
that's how
feel
they become like
themselves up or
Casper.
anything.
That's kind
Man.
of also like a piece of paper when you push it all the way through and you take it to bend the front to the back is which side is it becomes a Mobius strip at that point. There you go.
Whoa!
Paper
Wow.
has an identity crisis.
I'm just so glad you guys like my cooking.
I give her compliments with a mouthful.
Mime's gonna say
Yeah.
with a full, yeah, like with a full mouth, like
Gork! Just keep pecking away at the bowl in front of me.
And you guys said you're going to be able to get me out today too.
Yeah.
We
we
sh-
find the right person.
yes, we saw. I mean, we found him. He's just waiting for us after breakfast.
That sounds wonderful.
So wait,
I'm
is it morning?
It's hard to tell in here.
So isn't it always daytime in here?
Yeah, but I meant like you guys were running back through the portal. So what time was it on portal side?
Our adventure, I thought, was at night while everyone was sleeping. So I imagine we got home sometime in the morning.
Well, it was after an all-nighter that at the club. So you guys were leaving more early in the morning. So it was probably like maybe lunchtime-ish, like half a day had gone by kind of deal.
Okay. But we would be able to expect that whose face is probably waiting for us.
Yeah.
Relay this.
Who's his face is waiting for us?
Yes, the
tell us,
guy.
Sir Ferris,
I
tell
just had
us.
to turn down a first time call.
Sir Ferris, tell us.
So
Sir
we should
Ferris, tell
go.
us. Yes.
Yeah, we should probably roll bounce pretty soon.
Well, it was lovely getting to chat with you, dearities, this morning. I look forward to being out and about again. It should be a good time.
Oh yes. Oh yes. And your aquatic friends we've brought, the hermit crabs and are there fish?
Yes, there's some fishies in.
The other creatures that are here with you.
Yep.
Alright, so maybe should we put the fish in a bowl and bring them on board the ship? I'm not really sure what's gonna happen to the rest of the
Have
bottle.
they become part of
Yeah.
like Adüné's consciousness? So even if she does get dropped in the water, are they still going to be like part of her?
Wait, can Adüné incorporate entities into her mindscape?
I don't even know what that would entail, but
Like an aboleth.
Then I
I-
think maybe putting them in a bowl would be a safe bet.
I can say you could probably ask Sir Ferris Tellis. Maybe he'd have some more insights on what how he expects to get me out of the bottle, and you can go from there.
You're so reasonable.
Let's
Let's go.
do this.
We all scramble towards the door and get stuck trying to get out.
So we're all let's take up all the space.
Meanwhile, the portal
Mime's gonna
portal
like
plate.
literally pick up whatever dish the food was on and like lick it clean and then put it back and follow the cats.
Meanwhile, the plate, which was the portal, the door out of the bottle, as you know, it had spun down and was just a plate on the floor while you guys were eating.
Oh, we probably need to use that to get out.
I'm gonna
Yeah. Probably.
maybe. Mime's gonna walk over and pick it up and spin it.
Performance, I think we've been saying.
Yeah.
We all egg her on. Yes, spin it so fast.
Despite the distractions of four, or I guess three, because Jeffrey doesn't speak, but three cats, three, large cat creatures. Forgetting the name right now. Why the brain no work. But they're egging you on, and you're spinning it even with the distraction. And do you want to tell me how you succeed in spinning it?
I like toss it up in the air. Getting kind of confident with this. I'm like grab it by the side and like kind of like I would a frisbee, like toss it up vertically in the air, not too far, just like a couple. I'm getting a little cocky, but not that cocky. So like I throw it up and then like my eyes get big and I freak out a little bit. But then it starts to like catch and do whatever it does, so it's opening.
Very nice, very nice. Grab everybody here.
I'm just gonna gently caress one of Adüné's floorboards and be like, "We're gonna get you out of here soon," and go to like run through the portal.
Please explain to me how a chicken caresses. I would like to know.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. I was like, do I just reach down with my wing or do I use my face?
I don't know.
I vote face.
In my head,
Yeah,
it's your
like
face.
kind of just like rub my face on it, like we're gonna get you out of here. Don't worry. Then I stand upright and run towards the portal.
Seems to work in my mind. And everybody's barreling out, I guess, it sounds like, or at least in a solid straight line, and land awkwardly forgetting that there's a bed on the other side of the portal.
Oh shit!
Can all roll kidding.
Acrobatics?
Do you want us to?
Sure, roll acrobatics.
I'm good at that.
Oh, I got a 21.
Ooh.
22!
Oh shit.
Yes.
Guess it was good that I asked.
I'm good at that thing.
Oh,
We all bounce.
I have a +7 and I got a 12.
We just bounce our way off. Yep.
Everybody lands well, and Cat probably coming in last flutters in on whoever's coming off the portals last and lands on their head, and Sonora slides in under their leg somehow. Stands up.
Hell
like nothing
yeah.
happened.
I'm very small, so it would work.
I think as small goes, I think the Rawlsons are the biggest ones here tonight. You've got
Yeah, we have
two
chicken
halflings.
and 2 halflings.
Yeah.
Perfect.
What a crew.
Hey, at least it's not all farm animals this time.
True.
What just happened a few different evenings?
Have we all been farm animals a few different evenings?
Chickens,
What are we doing in
cats.
this campaign?
It's Animal Farm.
Oh no.
With an agent of chaos.
Overthrow the government.
That's the plan.
So you guys pop out onto the bed, bouncing off of it and landing on the plush carpet in off the water bed is what it actually is in there because Queen Fiata's spare room in the club, and you're standing, as you know, in the club, and you hear some loud cursing and other things that are going about off in the distance.
In this club.
Should we ignore
You
it?
hear a club in the distance? Isn't it the middle of the day?
You hear cursing in the club, is what I'd said.
Yeah, no, we're gonna try to sneak out. Mime's gonna be like, let's out of sight, out of mind, guys. Let's sneaky.
I'm
slow to the
still
ground.
viewing the inside of Adüné right now.
Oh, my bad. I forgot the thing that's probably why you guys were just... okay, it makes a lot more sense now. There we are. Moved the bookmark now.
I just figured it
guys.
was taking a while to load, so I was trying to be patient and not being like, well, come on.
That's my bad.
There we are.
We immediately scramble for the door and get stuck.
I'm just gonna
Mime's just gonna real loud, just shh.
cling
We
to
all-
whoever's head I landed on and hold on.
We'll all start tiptoeing in a very comical fashion.
We should
Okay,
probably
we're moving
stop letting the Rawlsons go first.
So you guys
Thought
back
about-
out.
I
Letting
think that's a
them.
good way. I think that's a good thing. Let them go first.
So are you guys going first?
Rawlsons.
Oh yeah, we're still going first.
Okay.
We're just now politely tiptoeing our way out. I'll roll
Okay.
a stealth if we need to.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ooh, 11.
Oh my god, that's a +9 and you got an 11.
Yup.
Do you need me to
Roll
roll a
the
stealth?
Once you start getting underway, but I was gonna check something. Yeah. So you hear the cursing stop at you opening the door. There was a small creak, and you're like, you probably heard that. But the cursing had stopped in the distance, and there's a sweeping noise, as if somebody's pushing a broom.
The janitor! We like him.
Yeah, two of them did run circles around.
Wait, no, we do like him. I give him gold, I think. At the end.
Yeah.
Oh my god, all the chairs stacked in the middle.
How did we?
You guys can all roll me stealth if you're trying to get through. But
Yeah, I don't want to bother anybody.
Might as well attempt.
the
Oh,
Ralstons, you get to the end of the hall
wait.
and
Extra stealth.
see a person standing there, with their hands on their hips and their head tilted, is a dark elf that you have a vague recollection of being the DJ for the place.
We immediately slam up against either side of the wall and just pretend we're not there.
You know I can see you, right?
We all look at Jeffrey and he shakes his head. No, he can't.
it looks like just per the rolls, Kat, you were coming up next, and you're standing in between the Rarlsons, looking back and forth between them before you look out just around the corner enough to see the person and poke your head back around like they didn't see you either. I guess I don't know. Tell me, but your stealth did not succeed. They noticed you.
They noticed just the cats, right? Though.
Oh, I was referring to Cat Holdus. I'm going to start referring to you as your whole name. Hello?
Mime's just gonna like hiss behind them, like, "Well, go be cute."
I can't be seen. I'm just not here.
Yeah, Sonora, you
23.
are very well probably not quite in the back. It looks like because of just the way the rolls went there, but you're standing far enough back that they haven't noticed you yet, but they have heard you talking. I would say probably Mime. They know that there's another person back here, and they're just staring at you, Rarlsons, and tapping their foot.
And
Being the
hearing
person
someone say "Go be cute," they do a complete 180 and they all swarm him and start poking at his clothing. This is so nice. We're going outside to let out our friend in the boat. Do you want to come? She's a boat. She's
No.
very kind. We
No,
made waffles.
that sounds great, I think. I don't know. But hold on there, little missy. She points at you, Mime, who's trying to walk past them. And goes, I just had one simple question. Who's going to compensate me for all the bottles on my shelf? Seems like the chairs had been compensated for, but the bottles of alcohol were quite expensive.
My bad. Whoopsies.
We tense, ready to spring in all directions and flee. Just give us the nod.
Is Kat or Mime saying anything to that? She's looking back and forth between the cats now and Mime, who's tried to walk past.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk past because I'm a halfling and I have nimbleness. I'm not gonna quite like leave the hallway or walk through the door, but I'm definitely gonna get past
and she doesn't really stop you. She just, other than verbally saying, "Hold on a minute," before she went on and explained herself. Of why she's stopping you guys, which is the bottles, asking for compensation.
I'm
Mime's just gonna sit there and like rock back on on their feet, like from their toes to their heels, and like just kind of like hold their hands behind their back and almost whistle but not. And just be like, "Well, I don't know about bottles, but this is making me nervous."
You actually don't, so you can roll me a persuasion, since it wouldn't be a deception in that particular case, I guess.
Yeah, like, "I don't know what's going on. You look angry. Don't be angry."
Persuasion. That's a perception.
Oh shit. Cool if I could
I
read.
know, right?
It doesn't matter.
She just goes, I wouldn't be so in a huff if it wasn't tens of thousands of gold that was ruined this day, or, well, I guess a few hours ago.
Oops.
Much money? The answer's not enough, but tens of thousands.
Indeed, that's otherwise I wouldn't have made such a fuss about this and all, because a bottle breaks here or there, and inventory is what it is when you're at a nightclub. But an entire four shelves high and like 30 feet long? Wait, no. 5, 10, 15, 20,
30 foot
25,
long
30
barrels?
Yeah. No, 30-foot long shelf. With 4 of them high.
So I have a resized gold coin that we just acquired. But if I like take it out and put it on the floor so it gets real big?
Sure. I mean, you can do that. I'm not stopping you.
I don't know, does anybody have any attachment to the gold coin?
Gold coin.
That was the one
One
that...
that I used to murder Loki accidentally.
Yeah.
I'll just step up and be like, I just want to point out that that's a whisper in your ear. That's a god killing object. You could kill a god with that. And I'll reference the what appears to be a kitchen table strapped to my right fist.
A miniature kitchen table.
A miniature kitchen table, and it's like fluctuating with weird space-time energy.
Yeah, it's hard to look at.
Like bend over a little bit and just like look one of the Royalsons, whichever one, just talk to me like straight in the eyes and be like, tens of thousands of
And it's
gold."
your fault.
Me? Yes, technically my characters
I
did
don't know
it.
Yeah,
It
whose
was
fault
totally.
is.
It was the one that I was playing. It's my fault.
Yeah, so like Mime doesn't know this. Mime just knows that like we're in the Queen's like favorite nightclub and like the owner's pissed, and right now we like are like on a mission with the Queen to go like kill the Red Dragon, but we need to get Adüné
We get
out, right? Like, I just want
profits
to go
though
get
from
Adüné
that.
out.
So maybe we could make a deal to split profits.
Do we though?
Yeah, we made a deal with the Queen that if we deal with this dragon correctly, we get like a percentage of the profits.
That's a pretty big if.
Sure, but like if we don't do it, you just don't come back.
Yeah, we just don't face the queen or anything.
Are you saying all of that out loud? Or hats off?
We had do our
We're, like,
torques.
are we like having a
Do our
conference?
torques do like mind to mind, or is that?
I don't think anyone's tried.
I just imagine, right? Because like I pulled the coin out, and I'm one of the Royalsons. Which one?
Zerarl,
It's Jeffrey.
The main one.
main character.
Rarl comes over,
Or
and like
main
I just imagine we're
Rarl.
like huddled in this like conference, right? Because I'm not like screaming tens of thousands of gold. I'm
Yeah.
like very quietly like tens of thousands of gold, and I imagine we're just having this like very
Like heated discussion.
Yeah.
comedic. Yeah, like huddled discussion. We're doing it like trying to do it out of earshot of this dark elf. I don't know how much they're picking
And
up.
I
but-
bet if
Let's
you
find
brought that to some sort of
Not
temple,
that much.
you could probably get millions of gold. Who wouldn't want to kill their rival god? Right?
Queen, but it's the Queen, and we're in her favorite nightclub, and she likes to party, and it's a good time.
What if we like give it to him as like calamity? What do you call that?
Collateral.
Collateral? I don't know. It's your object. You
give
can
it
do whatever
to-
you would like with it.
Well, because it's a giant coin. What are they gonna do with it, right? So I guess we could put this. We could say, how about this? We say we're gonna bring the money. We're gonna bring some money. I don't know. You haven't admitted.
Yeah.
yet
Can they prove it was
to
us?
the what?
The janitor can,
Yeah. Like how
Oh.
do we know?
but I paid him,
Oh, okay. Well,
so I don't know if he said
Bitch.
anything.
not enough. So I guess we could try. Do you want to try? Do you want to try to sweet talk the dark elf? I'm not good with words.
I
I don't wanna
have
talk. Somebody needs to
a
try.
+6 to persuasion. But whoever's coin it is, it's their decision what to do with it. It's just
I have
just
0
want-
attachment to this coin. You can do whatever. I accidentally killed a god with it, and very mortified. So use it as you will.
You sure did. Okay. We'll put it up for collateral. Hello, my friend. Khajiit has many wares. We have this unique item here. It is a giant golden coin. It's made out of real gold. Here, take a look. We would like to put this up for collateral. We are in good business dealings with the queen, so we think we'll have a lot of money soon. But if we don't, you can take this instead. And I'm not going to tell him that it's actually able to kill a god, because I don't want him to know that.
Okay, so you present it on the floor to her, like setting it down so that it resizes to its normal size, I'm guessing is what you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I set it down on the
There you
ground
go.
so it becomes big, and then I'm assuming Rarl is
Okay.
like
Yep.
rolling it over.
And we do
right?
the like show thing where all of us are kind of like showgirl.
You need like
farming.
a Farrah Fawcett.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bunch of Vanna Whites.
You can roll me definitely a persuasion, and probably we'll see one quick moment here. Yeah, just a flat persuasion for now.
Can I give myself bardic inspiration?
Yeah.
Okay. My brothers pull out their instruments and are playing like a nice melody behind me.
Okay.
And I think it's a D6. So, wait. D6 and then 14 plus
Are you sure
5,
they're not?
19.
Are you sure they're not just using like prestidigitation kind of deal and just like?
Oh yeah, that's even
and if
better.
You, and if you buy it now.
Yeah, they're making it glimmer.
Yeah.
It does the like classic gold glimmer.
But wait, there's more.
They turn it over. It has a back. There's a back on it. Who's this bald guy? His head is on the back of this coin.
She looks skeptical and
There's actually
yeah.
trees on it.
There's a on one side there is the branches and on the other side are the roots of the tree. In an opposite direction, so obvious to each other if they were to flip it. Anyways, but she goes to pick it up, kind of skeptical, and kind of like runs like, "Oh, okay, you're not joking here."
Solid gold, friend.
Well, and she just kind of lets it back down after she was able to just get it up a little bit. Guess I'll get Jerry to help me with this one here. But
We can move it for you, but we want a promise or some kind of writing that if we can get the money for the bar, which we're still not admitting, they say allegedly we destroyed many of your bottles. Legally, allegedly, I want that written down. But you can hold on to this until we get back when we're rich from making a business transaction with the dragon, and then we'll get this, thing out of your hands, and then you'll have money for no crime that we did not commit because we like you.
We like you. This is a fine establishment. We don't want you to,
We-
close or go bankrupt because someone destroyed all of your
Thumbs up.
bottles.
From all of us.
okay, well, I think that sounds amicable for the time being. And I will give you. And she kind of looks at something in her pocket, and then comes back up and says, "Oh, how does 1 year sound? And then I get to cash this in."
Year and 1 day, because then it's more fairy tale like.
Sounds like we have a deal. And your name is? She sticks out her hand.
We kind of look at each other. Should we give them our names? I don't know. Are we on any lists here? I don't think so. My name is Rarl. These are my siblings, and these are my friends. And then kind of gesture to the others.
Yes, I know the much of the Rum Rollers. I have only heard recent tellings of the Rarlsons, so I believe that is who I'm speaking with. So, just wanted to confirm, Redaha Aloran.
Allegedly.
She still says, with her hand extended.
Aha.
We all shake her hand at the same time.
Pause on pause. 2 on top, 2 on the bottom. Encompass your hand.
This is the way.
And she goes, or rather, right when you shake her hand, you get a similar sensation of when you're making deals in the market district of a unbreakable bond of sorts that's holding you to the words of the deal, as well as a written document appears over top of your two hands and splits into 2 copies. And then she grabs the one with her offhand and stuffs it into her jacket.
Our eyebrows all raise at once, and we all look at each other, like me and my siblings, and we're just like, "Don't scam anyone." Okay, that's great. I really like having that on me now. That's good. I feel uncomfortable. We're going to leave, and we all rush through the door.
And you bump into Jerry on your way out, who just grunts and shakes his head.
We hug Jerry, each of us in turn. You're great, Jerry. Here's another gold coin. We run out. Let's go! We're going to free Adüné.
Mime just tips their hat.
Yeah, I just nod and waddle out.
And
Are there
I'm
any champagne
there.
bottles left since we just essentially
I
paid
knocked
for all of them?
everything out.
We should get a champagne bottle to like christen the ship, right? When it comes out. That's what they do.
You can find one.
True.
If you can find one that hasn't been busted open.
I will do a search.
Investigation.
22.
Wow.
You find an unbroken bottle in the mess of mostly broken bottles, but the cork was the cork itself was sort of damaged in it still somehow, so that it was not fully installed, and it was leaking out on the floor in the mass of the other liquors that are being swept up currently.
That's fine. I'll just grab that.
It is at least 3/4 full. Pop the cork back on tighter, I'm guessing, before you're grabbing it.
Come
I follow behind. I make sure to like continue to shake it though as we make our way to the port.
Oh, okay.
And yeah.
You guys you would get outside of the bar, or rather the club, and it is a goodly little bit past midday. You could tell, probably not quite, not in the evening hours, for sure, but definitely past midday. And or I can move everybody to that exact spot, or we can kind of. I don't know if you guys have got the card for Timothy still, or
Someone's got that card.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember who, but like, so Mime is gonna like try to make a beeline for
Sir Ferris
Fairtellus.
tell us, yeah.
Sir Ferris Tellus, the guy that's gonna let Adüné out. But whatever way is gonna get us to him quickest is the way that Mime is gonna go.
Agreed.
Saying that out loud, I'm assuming either. I'm pretty.
I
Yeah.
was gonna ask who has the card. Who has the card that brings us the?
We
the
go for our
card?
pockets, but we don't have any.
I was thinking it was Mime.
Me? Do I look through my bag and find it?
Yeah, we'll say yeah for now. You pull it up and trying to remember how you activate it now. Go ahead and roll me a history check. You did go through a drunken night. You're staring at it like, the fuck is this thing? How do I use it?
Have to slap the
I
pig.
have it. It works. I'm like gonna shake it a little bit and like bring me to Sir Ferris tell us.
Take me to your leader.
What am I rolling?
I'd said history. It was what I'd asked for.
Yeah. And I'm just trash at these rolls tonight.
10. You're flipping it around. You're kind of like moving around in your hands, and then when you're yelling at it, a disgruntled voice comes back. It goes, "Oh, you no need to be so loud. Where are you? I forget who this is. Even I don't have just transponder. It's just a card. You're calling Timothy, the driver."
Mimay's gonna like look really abashed, be like, "Oh, so sorry. Yes, that the pink plush pig. We would like a ride, please."
Oh. Okay, certainly. It'll be only a minute after I drop off my last patron here. I can get on over there. It's going to be 1 silver. Depending upon where you want to go, probably get you anywhere in the city for that, though.
I'll give you 2 silvers if you come post
Oh,
haste.
okay. And you hear, and then kind of like a neighing sound, and he's be there in a jiffy. The was in the
can't see it,
background.
but Mimay's gonna shoot some finger guns.
Zoom in.
I'm just gonna look around while we're waiting. Like notice the weather and the sky. Just be very, very content and happy that they ate.
And paste. Nice. Looks like I'm missing. I didn't grab the meme with that paste. Oh, that's because you're over here in the corner for some reason. There we go.
Corner of shame.
I was gonna say, where did we get dropped?
You guys see Timothy pull up, and he goes, "All right, hurry up. I guess you're in a hurry. 2 silver, please." He sticks out his hand and slams on the side of the carriage to pop open the side of the door.
All I have is gold, so I'm gonna give him a gold piece. I'm not sure what change I'd get back.
If you're giving 2, he would give you 8 silver pieces back.
Correct. 8 gold. Yeah, 8 silver. So
Awesome.
1
I was
gold.
gonna say,
8
didn't
silver.
I give him gold on our night to the plush pig?
Is that so? You must have had the card then. That's who had the card then. If you gave him the gold, I would guess.
I don't think he handed it to me because I remember already being drunk. I think, and when I like flopped out of the carriage and then flew up to his perch and handed him gold, and I remember him being very like, "Oh, well, this is too much," and I was like, "Well, remember us."
Yeah, and you had him reserved for the whole night and everything like that. And he does greet you guys more amicably when you're there. He goes, "Oh, well, it's lovely to see you made it through a night with the Queen. Not too many people are awake the next day after partyings with her."
The magical assistance was needed, but we got through. Bagok.
And he said,
They don't call us the Rum Rollers for nothing.
Indeed. Well, here's your 8 gold back, or 8 silver back for your gold. As he says that after making.
Tip of the hat, and Mimay gets in.
We also get in, because I remember what happened last time.
I don't know what happened last time, but I'm getting in too.
Don't ride on the top. Go really, really fast.
You guys all pile in. I think I was waiting for a cat, but I think everybody must have got in. And he goes, "All right, everyone, we're off." And you guys feel a nice, comfortable pace being set from the inside, and everything's very plush and comfortable. And you don't really have any way to see out of the carriage. You're curious of that particularity, but you're feeling it as a very comfortable ride, and you can tell from the galloping of the horses and such that you're making good time, but it doesn't feel like it. It feels like you're making a very comfortable journey. Next thing you know, not even seems like no time at all, and you're at the bottom of the bridge that leads up to the cliffs of the market, and the door pops open again with a knock from Timothy in the front, and he goes, "The Rum Rollers have arrived."
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
And how? Yume's gonna jump out and give Timothy another nod or like a hat tip, and like turn around and start looking for Ferris Tellis.
You walk past some guards, but are into the market, who nod to you, and you can kind of sense there's some sort of some sort of not tension, but a force that passes over you as you walk up the bridge and past a second pair of guards who are standing at there too. It's not that's not repelling you or anything like that. It's just a sensation.
Look around and shudder a little bit and try to like turn around and look for my companions and be like, we need to be near the cliffs, right?
Yes, but we also have to find the guy.
As
Sir
you're
Ferris.
walking past the first stall to Mime, it seems like the person there recognizes you and grabs you over, like grabs your attention real quick. It's like, "Oh, excuse me." I think I have some wares for your compatriots that were here the other day. I believe there was a large male that needed some armor, and I couldn't get his size in, so I'd had some adjustments been made post haste, and I have his armor here.
Frederick?
Yeah, I believe that was his name. Yes, and he looks down at the card. Ah, yes. Frederick.
Well, I obviously cannot carry this. I look at a cat and like, and the cat can't carry
I
this.
might be able to
I look
carry
over
it.
at Zenora, like Zenora can't carry this.
Uh,
Frederick's armor.
it's a might. I could put it in my bag of holding.
I mean, I'm not feeling particularly friendly towards Frederick at the moment. I really want to find Sir Ferris Tellis, so I really don't want to like fuck with his armor. So I'm trying to like be very much like but obviously, right through common sense, we cannot carry this right now, and our companion is not with us to put it on. So perhaps we will let them know. We will let Frederick know to come.
Yeah, we'll send him back
up
here.
his armor.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, do let him know. I did just want to make sure that he was being compensated properly. I apologize if I was interrupting your day here. Good day.
Nope. Fair enough. Good work. We'll see you soon. Like Mime just walks off. Real
I
fast.
keep up with her as best I can. Keep up with them as best I can.
Mime is gonna turn around and look for the Rarlsons.
We're playing with some of the tassels on the armor. See you and then run forward to keep up.
They don't even budge. They just look down like, meh.
Hi.
They do the whole British soldier thing. standing there stock still like statues.
Lame.
About halfway down here, the four of us split off into different directions as we each make our own separate paths down. But we will eventually end up where the others are.
Oh, there's 2 sets of you on the map right now.
Oh,
That's
They're
throwing me.
multiplying.
there's so many.
Oh no.
I don't know where we went.
I
Here we
deleted the
are.
other
We're in the
one.
woods.
Oh, whoops. I accidentally exited the Roll20.
I've also lost Zenora.
Zenora disappeared with me. Wahahaha. I took her with me.
Or maybe I deleted her.
Whoops.
Nope. Was not
No,
me.
I'm back at the front. Oh, I can't see anymore.
no,
No, what happened?
Actually, I don't know.
I think we just got to stop moving each other around.
I can't see anything anymore. It's all grayscaled.
That would definitely be
Oh,
my
there I
fault
am.
then if you're
At the fountain.
grayscaled now.
Ah, I've gone blind. I can't see colors anymore. How am I supposed to do my job?
Meet by the fountain.
Just guess.
Half of my job is picking colors, and now I'm colorblind.
Something's
Bake
gone
it.
up
Just
too.
keep baking it. Nobody will know.
That's
Nobody's
how I
gonna
feel
know.
already. I don't know what I'm doing ever.
That
There
is,
we
I
go.
think that's the rest of us. So you're doing good.
Fresh baby out of school doesn't know what she's doing. And now I
Here
can't
we
see
go.
color.
I think the secret is no one.
Yeah, you're just gonna learn as you go.
Aha! Color!
Yeah, which ones are you using? Can you move the tokens you're using there? Rawlsons?
Down here by the fountain. I don't know where everyone else is right now.
Zenora
Oh, yeah, they ran ahead of you. Okay, so you are using these ones right now. There was like another set whenever I was here last that were also moving, and then I thought you were using the other set.
It's us
Ah,
from
there
a
she
different
is.
alternative dimension.
Oh God.
Finding my tiny little token is such a struggle because I match the color of the freaking cobblestone.
Yeah.
And then she's really small too. I'm gonna stand in the center of the fountain. That's me now. I've jumped up to the center of the fountain.
And
So I'm assuming as we are, looks like going through this market, Mime is definitely like just heads constantly on a swivel, just looking for
Do you know what they are supposed to
the
look
person
like?
we're meeting and trying to find them.
We met him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we've met them before.
you guys make it all the way to the end of the market, where the fountain is, and you're looking over the cliffs as the crane is picking up from some boxes down on ships down at the bottom of the cliff and dropping them at the top of the cliff for goods and such. And there are people, working the crane and working the shipments and such, and all the stalls too that you walk past. Some are situated up against the blue walls of Socrates, and that are of the seemingly glowing-ish bluey stone that is their walls, and watching the crowd mill about you guys too. Yeah, obviously, I didn't populate the street fully with all that because that would just be a lot. I wouldn't be able to find you guys. Exactly.
And we would never
We already
find
can't find them.
Worst game of Where's Waldo ever.
Be a real pretty map though.
Yeah.
It would. It'd be cool.
Go ahead and roll me a perception, everyone.
Oh, exception.
Mm-hmm.
Perception.
Wow. I don't see
Perception.
shit, bro.
Up on top of the fountain, just playing in the water.
Yeah, I don't perceive a damn thing.
You're trying to look for him, but then you go, ooh, bubbles.
Jesus.
Yes. Exactly.
We get distracted and join you with the bubbles.
Yeah, you guys are like playing at the bottom part of the fountain, and I'm just standing at the top.
This is a great team. We get so much done.
You got more done as just the freaking Rarlsons. They actually,
Yeah, we got ourselves into $10,000 gold debt. That's what we did.
Their own is
look, bottles on
Force
shelf
of
equal
nature.
bad. I'm an orange cat.
Dead.
Do not tempt the orange cat.
As you're all playing with the bubbles in the fountain, you don't realize, but out of the throng, approaching Mime, and Kat, Sir Ferris kind of taps Mime on the shoulder, who's also distracted by the Rarlsons and Zenora having a good time. Yeah, but you notice him right away once he's kind of tapped you on the shoulder and walked out of the crowd that is in there, but they still don't notice him, and he is talking to you and Kat because he nods to both of you and says, "Well, it's good that you have such outgoing friends over there. I wouldn't have noticed you otherwise, probably in the throng."
Goofing off comes in handy.
Look at that. He was gonna be like, "Hey," and shoot some finger guns. Like, you gotta love them.
Yeah, I'm sure they're quite entertaining. At least so far from my interactions, I've been wildly entertained. I also was lastly talking to the Ralsons there. I believe you're meeting me with a ship in a bottle. They didn't have it for me to look at, so I couldn't really ascertain the best way to retrieve it from the bottle, which is, it sounded like what they wanted me to do, if I was understanding them correctly.
Yes. So tell me what you know about ships and bottles and what you can do, or what is the
Well,
best
there
way
are
to get
several
her out
ways,
of-
but I can. I'll best be able to assist you if I can take a look at it, if you wouldn't mind.
So yes, I just want to hear what your
Well,
knowledge. I
usually-
want to make sure that
Usually, it is as it is,
I'm very
anyways.
curious.
Among the collectors that are out there, they use several different methods to miniaturize or create these pocket little spaces, if you will, inside of the bottle for perfect viewing of something. And half of the time, they set it in such a way that it is never intended to be retrieved again. You know, one-time use kind of thing. And if they do want it, then they just break the bottle. You got another chance that it could be that there are some fail-safes in case the bottle is broken, or it could be that there's none of that, and there's still some way that I could help you, I think. But really, it's hard to say without taking a look and seeing for myself, getting my eyes on the project, if you will. I do my best work hands-on.
And Mime's gonna look down at Kat and be, what do you think?
He seems like he's being genuine with us, not deceiving in any way, right?
I must just have like a
I'm gonna
deceiving
roll a
voice or
perception.
something. You guys are always suspicious.
I
Never
rolled an
trust
insight.
anyone. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think it's more insight over perception.
Yeah, it would be insight.
Should I roll
I
he's
rolled
being
18.
Earnest.
Oh, my bad.
But this is Adüné. We got to be
So-
cautious. We can't have somebody fucking up Adüné.
So with a 15 and an 18, you guys are both very, very sure, and all of your dealings with Tellus has been very, very straightforward, and he was even so open to you to have sold you a candle, assuming that you guys were going to have an orgy. with all the pillows and candles.
Oh, fuck yeah.
That's right, the sex candle, which one of them ended up in the evil campaign.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look over at Mime and be like, yeah, I think we can trust him with Adüné. For looking. For looking.
Okie dokie. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and like take off my backpack and reach into it and pull out
And-
Adüné. And as I pull it out and be like, now also, so Adüné, the ship is very special. But there are also some creatures in here besides the ship. There are some sea creatures that we would also like to be removed from the bottle. And so we didn't know the best way to go about
It
doing
is
that.
an interesting quandary of in itself. The ship is quite large. I can usually locate it. Are you holding it aloft for him now, or are you? Okay. Okay. And
Yeah, I'm, like, holding it out.
as you're doing that, and he's kind of mumbling about that, he leans over and then then pulls from a pouch on his shirt a set of spectacles that he sets on his eyes that he squints, and then every time he kind of just it kind of looks like a twitch almost, but then the glasses kind of shade a different hue, and he's looking at it, you're guessing, in several different magical spectrums as he's mumbling to himself. And he kind of comes back to himself, shakes his head. Oh, and they are quite small, is what I was saying. So they're harder to get a hold of, if you will, on retrieving them. But maybe if they were, in on the ship or in the ship is probably best to retrieve them all at one time, if that is your intent. Although it looks like, from my just an initial little investigation here, I think I could possibly use. There are two things that are on this particular bottle. One is, if it is actually uncorked, it should remove the ship of its own accord. It seems like, but the bottle should still be intact for that, and you may be able to just recork it and reuse it again. But the trick with it is there's one little thing that you're going to want to add to the enchantment to be able to make it completely and reusable. If you wouldn't mind me putting some extra work in there. I do love a good project.
How long do you
no
think that
more
will
than He looks up at the sun that's kind of waning towards evening. I could probably have it done in a couple hours, and it's really quite simple, honestly. Wait a second, and he's like, actually, and then he reaches in behind his vest pocket and pulls out. Oh, yes, this might do quite nicely. And he hands you, or if you are so inclined, these here, and he hands you kind of a vial of something with a stopper on it and a wand-looking thing inside of it, the circular wand inside, would create a magical sort of bubble, he says with a twinkle in his eye. And it's a pretty simple process for reducing the size of something in a quick manner, but it's going to need a drop of the water inside of that bottle to attune it to it.
Okay, easy peasy.
Oh, okay. Well, good thing to know that you have a way inside. Was not aware of that.
Yeah. So we can get. So I'm guessing before we uncork, we have to put some water in this new vial and get all the
That
sea
would be
creatures
for
on
the
ship,
best, I would say,
correct?
especially if you have them on the side of the hull. They might suffocate in the bubble against the connection of the bubble and the ship. That might be a little unfortunate.
Gotcha. And then you say that we can reuse this. So then, what do we have to do
Yes.
if we
So the
want to
bottle
reuse
itself can be open and closed. It does have that safety feature installed. but it only had a one-way exodus on it, so you should be able to release Adüné at will through the bottle. But these bubbles shall be able to be used in a fashion to scoop her up and put her back in the bottle.
Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna look at him and be like, okay, well, you get can I have the bottle
Yes.
for the
Here.
attunement?
He's holds it out.
Awesome. And so I'm gonna take that and be like, I'll be back in a jiffy. And I don't know, I'm assuming the
Fuck yeah.
Ruralsons and Sonora are still playing in the
Yep.
fountain. And I'm gonna walk somewhere outside of the
No,
crowd.
Should I
like
definitely
over
not.
to
stay
the side. I don't know if there are
with
people over here,
our
like
companion here,
behind.
or do you want me to go with you?
I would rather you come with me, and then we will tell us
Yeah.
that again, I'll be right back. And I'm gonna shake my head for you to come with me. And so we're gonna go out of here like as out of sight as I can. I'm gonna pull out the plate and spin it.
Oh, you were not out of sight, but you were out of the crowd at that point there, because the off the path and at the
Okay.
near the edge of the cliff, which you know is easily 30, 40 feet to the water below, so no one's getting super close to it.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna get as far away from people as I can.
Performance.
Plate, which is acrobatics.
Mhm.
One of these days I'll get it right. And just as quickly and smoothly as I can,
Oh
go
yeah,
through the
you
portal,
succeeded then.
take the
Hmm?
the bottle with me, and explain to Adüné. I don't know, Adüné, if you can
I
speak
have
to your
my
fish
means.
friends. We need to we're awesome. So, can I have a bathtub full of water for them? Should I bring some salt water from the ocean outside, or can you make salt water?
I can't make salt water, but I can bring some inside if you like.
Yes, and so if you can bring your fish friends inside. If not, I was going to ask for a big basket, and I was going to ask for you to tell them I'm going to lower it into the water and ask them to get into the basket. If they are outside of your hull, they may
Okay,
not
you may
make
just
it
have to
out of
give
the
me a
bottle.
few minutes here so I can gather some of the farther flung ones and make sure that the hermit crabs are going and transferring the message.
Yes, yes.
And yeah, while you're waiting, she goes, "Have you found a solution to get me out then?" Ah, wonderful. I look forward to.
Yeah.
Oh, here they come. Yeah, there. And then through the floorboards comes up the actually, it's probably the best thing she probably had around was a bowl of some sort. A couple bowls actually of them. It looks like they're here now. Is that good enough?
This is all the creatures that are in here that you wish to
Yeah,
that
I
will not be
believe so.
harmed.
When you dumped them out, they were there. That should have been all of them. Well, except for Ferdinand, he just had a school of guppies with his wife Glacia.
So those are just gonna chill here till we come back.
Oh no, I
Are
have
you
them
leaving
here.
them in here?
So I was just saying the family's grown is all.
Oh, okay.
Good. Should we
Oh.
get an aquarium?
That's awesome. Okay, cool. Because yeah, so it turns out that we can reuse this bottle if we need to. So if we get into a sticky spot, or if you don't like some place where we are, we can come back to the bottle, and you can bring friends with you now. We've learned, and so we're gonna be able to reuse this. Oh, and so I'm gonna look down at the bowls. I'm gonna be like, the water in these
Yes,
bowls came
yes.
from outside your ship, correct? Okay, so I'm gonna, I guess, undo the stopper on the thing and put some water
What is
in
this?
the thing.
What was this little bottle called that he gave us?
Yeah,
He didn't really
Charles
give it a
gave us.
name. He just called them magical bubbles.
Magic
of-
bubbles.
For the most part.
In the ocean.
Magic bubble vial. And okay, so then I'm gonna complete that and stop right back up and hope that's everything that we need. And I'm gonna like start walking toward the door and look at Kat and make sure Kat's ready to leave. And then I'm gonna pause real quick before I leave out. I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna look. So one last question, Adüné. How do you feel about heights?
Well, I think you all promised to make me flying at some point, so I think I'll. From my past life, at least, they were quite not quite occurring, as I was mainly a maid. So I guess we'll learn.
That is a great answer, Adüné, and one of the many things I appreciate about you. I'm gonna like pat the wall and be like, I will see you soon on the outside, and walk through the portal.
Get back through the portal. I'm assuming, Kat, you've just been kind of hanging out on Mime's shoulder.
Yeah. Just been like nodding along, like, yep, all this is good. This is what's happening. I'm very excited for Adüné to finally be out of the bottle.
And you're in the midst, probably like while Mime's not paying attention, like kissing the boat.
Yeah. It's like you're gonna be free soon. It'll be great.
For those that don't know, Kat Holdus is in love with Adüné.
Yeah. Yep.
Anyway.
I love that boat.
Oh, baby.
And the boat and
Good
the chicken
boat.
lived happily ever after. Anyways,
Aw.
Thick boat.
you guys walk back through the portal. I'm guessing you pick back the plate up and put it back in your bag, Mime, and have the bottle sitting on it. Well, I guess the bottle was in your bag at that point too, probably just for safekeeping. So like when you went into it, that your bag just kind of dropped. We've never really discussed that. Anyways, you
Magical loopholes.
yeah.
Magic.
Anyways, so you you come back out and you're holding the bottle and the bottle of bubbles, bottle of Adüné and bottle of bubbles.
Yes. So I'm like, okay, all done. All the creatures are ready to go. I have put water in here. I think we are ready to uncork. So I'm gonna look at Sir Tellis and be like, so is there anything special I should know before I uncork
No, other
this?
than me to express my thanks again for the introduction to the Queen so that we can make our deal and become her fabricator.
Yes. Very welcome. Happy to help again.
We'll run
Yep,
up and
need
join
advices.
too. Once we see everyone's getting ready. Come on,
Yeah.
Sally. This is going to be fun.
I'll jump down from the top of the fountain, I guess. Yeah, if I have to.
All right. So I'm gonna look at the Rarlsons. So I would like somebody to hold the bottle while I pull the cork out, just so that to make sure. And I'm gonna look at the Rarlsons, and I'm gonna like open my mouth like I'm gonna ask them, and then I'm gonna pause and shake my head and look over at Sonora.
It's probably a good idea.
And ask Sonora to like, hold
I
the
will
bottle.
absolutely hold this bottle.
Amazing.
Awesome. And so we're gonna get really close to this cliff face because I don't know what's gonna happen. But I'm gonna ask you to stand like there, I guess, and like point the bottle towards the water. And then I'm gonna like walk in front of you, I guess, and turn around. I'm gonna look up at sort of Ferris. Tell us one more time, just like for some
He wanders over
reassurance,
to
'cause
the
I'm real
cliffside
nervous. I don't want
too,
anything bad to
is
happen.
like looking excitedly. And had put the colored spectacles back in his his shirt pocket, and it gives you 2 thumbs up.
And I'm gonna pull this cork out.
And with you feel more than anything at first, nothing seems to be happening, but there's a bit of a slight change to the atmosphere around you before you hear almost a rushing water sound, that of like a waterfall. And as you'd kind of experienced when you'd open the portal under Adüné in the fissure, water just comes rushing out of the bottle and down over the cliff, and you see Adüné just sailing out of the bottle from it miniaturizing, and just as it's coming out, probably about not too far in front of you, you're seeing almost literally the ship expand into her full self, almost 20 scales bigger than what she is in the bottle, just over the cliff face on this gushing waterfall that splashes down into the bay, and the crowd around you guys just stop in shock. Even the workers in the crane are all just like,
I let out a cockadoodle
immobile.
while this is happening. Just in sheer delight.
So
Yep,
I'm assuming
splashes
Adüné
down,
makes it to the water
all
safely.
nice and all nice and
Splashes down.
safely on her hull. And while you're still kind of standing there a little astounded yourself, I would be guessing, having had a ship rush past you at speeds, the water from the waterfall kind of goes in reverse back into the bottle, rushing back up in before you feel the cork from your hand, sucked back from your hand into the bottle.
Wild.
Oh, cool. Okay, so now we have an empty bottle.
Oh,
and
the
we
bottle
also
still has
have the empty
the bottle
like,
still
vial
has
of the
the
bubbles.
Adüné's bottle still has all the water in it. It went back in. That's what I was describing.
Oh, okay. Okay, so we have a bottle with water,
Yes,
and then I
the
have
vial
also
that
the vial.
is of bubbles.
Okay,
Bubbles.
circular. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna look at both of these things. I'm going to make a point of taking off my backpack and opening it and putting both of them in.
And Adüné says cheerily in your head,
Closing it
goes,
up and putting it
"That was fun!"
Oh, good. You're gonna make
It
a
was
fantastic
quite a rush.
flagship, Adüné.
I didn't really see anything, as I've said before, so it was just feeling of the speed and the blowing of my sails in the wind. It was quite nicely.
And cheering.
Good. We will join you soon, Adüné. You are quite a distance away from us at the moment.
Oh.
We have to figure out how to get down to where you are. But going to finish up this our dealings with Timothy. We're going to see if he needs any compensation or has any last advice. Not Timothy. Sir Ferris, tell us. And then we will be down shortly.
Yeah, that sounds lovely. I'll set anchor here, she says as she's kind of floating a little bit away from the cliff at that point too.
Good call. All right, cool. So yeah, I'm gonna look around at Telesferus and I'm gonna be like, well, this looks like for now, until we have encountered the Red Dragon. This seems to be a due for the time. Is there anything else that we need to know? Any way we need to contact you or find you, or I don't know, anything else any other requests?
Did we give you those jars? You were supposed to be getting Dragon's Breath jars. I think they were supposed to be delivered to you. I just don't know if they were able to get you the delivery. They may not have known where you were. Anyways, who wants these? And he kind of, out of a back pocket, it seems like he pulls 2 large crates, just sets it on the ground, of jars. They're supposed to be for capturing the Dragon's Breath you're going to be making a deal for.
Fun.
Yes, we did not have
Okay,
those.
that
Now
should
we do.
get you a pretty
Happy
good
to have them.
start off. That my best suggestion would be there's a funnel in each crate, that you should probably hold in front of the bottle set in front and maybe walk away might be best. It's kind of hard to test dragon's breath from an artificial standpoint, but it seemed to do the trick, that funnel of refocusing its breath into a more concentrated area. Yes,
Yeah,
that's what I do.
Good thinking.
And don't forget, my card is with you, and I'd given you one of those card machines too a while back, so whenever you get your cards made, be sure to trade them off with me so that I can be in contact if I have any needs of your services.
Oh, yeah.
Good day.
Mime's gonna tilt their hat and give them a nod and look again. Look over to the Rorelsons and open their mouth like they're almost gonna ask for help, and then just pause and shake their head and try to assess how heavy
He
these
just
jars
pulled
look.
them off his person, right? So can I assume that they will fit in a bag of holding?
If you can get them up off the ground, it seems to be the case, because these
okay.
are full crates, like 5x5s.
So how like can
Nora and
pick
Mime
them
both
up, or
could
can
probably.
Nora and Mime both? Like will
Okay,
Mime,
so I have a solution for this. I was like,
yeah.
if we can't get them into my bag, I could just cast floating disc, and you could put them on there, and then the disc will just follow me with the crates on the disc.
Or we could do that. So yeah, I think Mime is just gonna look over at Zenora and at Kat and be like, "Kat, bag of holding, Zenora," like in like motion, like that we're gonna pick them up, and like shrug a little bit, like suggestions.
I'm not like weak, but I'm not like super strong. I'm also very small.
Yeah, that's why I feel like the two of us being small can probably, like, if we pick up, if each of us pick up one side.
I uncover my
like,
bag of
together.
holding that's like
Two-man
hidden
lift.
under my wing, and it is just like the pocket torn out from a pair of jeans that I've just had like kind of like on a strap looped over, I guess, my shoulder, but hidden under my wing so that it wasn't obvious I had it there.
That's fantastic. I mean, if you want to conjure up a floating disc, because that way you can just like
Yeah.
float it down to Adüné's deck, right?
All right, then.
Maybe that's the more
I will
elegant solution
cast
here.
floating disc. I let out a little caw and flap my wings, and a disc appears. How do I send this again?
Like a 5 foot by 5 foot disc, right? Well, 5 diameter.
3 foot by 3 foot.
Hmm.
And it's 1 inch thick, and it can hold up to 500 pounds.
Okay, so you guys are gonna
Stack them on top.
Yeah. Trying to think of how to do this. The crates are 5 feet.
I'm assuming they're like.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would think it would still work.
Well, it can balance.
Yeah, you can stack them on top of each other. I'm just still thinking because Nora and Mime are like 3 feet.
We stand taut, ready. All 4 of us, ready to spring.
They're like puffing out their chests to prove their strength.
I mean, they're just gonna
At
look
each
at
other.
him with these. Mime's just gonna look at him with big wide eyes and be like, hold up a finger, like, hold on. And so I want to like attempt, right? I want to see if me and Zenora together can like 2-man lift these crates onto the disc, and then I'm gonna pull out my rope to like tie the crates, then like secure them to the disc so they don't fall off.
Sure,
I don't know if you want us to roll
you guys
first
can
to see if we
roll
can
strength
get them up
for that, both of you, and then be combined. Although I think you guys should have a regular strength lifting capabilities associated with your character. I don't know if it's on the sheet, but I know that it is a rule.
I know there's like a carrying capacity.
Yeah. That's what it would be more than likely associated with. You figure if you can carry it on your
It's like a
person,
multiplier.
Yeah.
It's like a multiplier of your carry capacity.
Did not just do that.
So,
You did not just do
Oh
that.
no! Oh no!
Why didn't you tell me you had a -4? I wouldn't have agreed to this if I had known.
so I guess we're gonna go. Well, I'm guessing Mime can't even get the crate off the ground, and so like they're just like gonna like sit there and
Meanwhile,
struggle and
Zenora's
try with
literally
all their
lifting up
strength
her
to try to lift
side.
up like their
And
end of this crate.
overcompensates and
Flips
Yeah.
the crate.
yeah, on top of Mime
Oh,
probably.
flips it. Oh no.
That's what I would guess.
Yeah, and so
Fucking negative.
yeah, that's
Oh my
fair. And so
God.
I'm gonna assume that Mime is gonna end up on the ground.
You did not even hear
hopefully
any
none of the
clinking
bottles
from it
broke.
when it turned and rotated, and you took 5 damage from it falling on top of you.
It's a heavy box.
It's a 5 foot by 5 foot box. It's yeah.
I'm little. No, it's fair. I saw like I'm not even worried about the like being hurt. I like want to make sure.
Is
that the
Ferris
crate
watching
didn't
us
break,
struggle?
The jars
No,
didn't
Ferris
break.
did bid you a day and start walking away a little while ago. Yeah. After
Roll bounced. So more than anything, Mime, I'm assuming, is just sitting there like, God damn it, the cats are gonna have to pick this up.
I mean, we have terrible strength too, but there's just more of us.
Yeah. Is this like a
They're
closed
closed.
crate,
They're
or is it
fully
like
sealed.
an open top crate?
Hey DM,
Oh.
how far
Okay, that's
away
better.
from the cliff's
Good.
edge are these crates?
Okay, let me give you a visualization. By the way, just for reference in the future, I did find it's your strength multiplier. So that -4, I guess, times 15 is your. You got negative carrying capacity. I don't know.
Weak bitch.
I think you would.
You can't
just
even
set
hold
it
your own
to
neck
0
up.
at that point.
Oh.
Uh,
Why didn't I use my ring of
well,
Great
resizing?
even if you did, you didn't get it off the ground. So, anyways, crates.
I was gonna say if they do the ring of resizing, they can just climb up onto the floating disc, and I can just fly down to Adüné, and the disc will follow me.
I can't spell crate.
That
There we
would
go.
work pretty well. We could hire someone to just move it for us.
I mean, maybe.
Instead of
Or
leaving
look around
small
here
people to
for-
lift things.
Yeah,
I mean,
it'd be
can't
nice
we
if
just,
some of our
like-
larger companions are here.
I was gonna say,
Large
can't we
and
just
trustworthy companions.
puppet them to pick up our stuff.
Feel so targeted.
I don't know if I'm trying to become proficient in
So yeah,
necromancy.
they're like right there. Just to answer your question, they're Rawlsons. They're probably like less than 5 feet away from the very edge, but there are definitely ledges down from there, if that makes sense. So each ledge is below there. Sometimes they're out farther, sometimes they're back farther. You can see some crates off the way that fallen off the crane in the days and have landed in different varying spots alongside the cliff face too, as you're looking down over it.
We look at the crates. We look at the cliff.
Oh no.
We look at the crates. We look at the cliff.
Oh no.
And I'll give you guys
I know it was me.
Does
If it was
anybody
me in
notice
control,
this?
those
Does
crates would've already
anybody
been hit.
notice the
Their
way their
eyes
eyes are
dilate.
shifting?
immensely.
I roll a perception.
Perception,
Crap,
yeah, everyone
it's 11.
perception.
Um,
Damn, I don't see shit again. I got distracted by the fountain. I'm going back to the fountain.
God
there you
damn
go.
it!
yeah. No. It
Oh,
Did I roll that with advantage?
at least not on my end. It didn't show up as
yeah,
well.
it didn't show it as
Interesting.
It
advantage,
shows
perhaps.
as one roll, yeah.
Okay, good shit.
Anyways, you're after pushing the crate off of yourself, then Mime, between you and Zenora,
Zenora
Zenora
went back
probably-
to the fountain.
Zenora didn't even help get Mime out from under the crate.
Nah, she was like, "Fuck this shit. I'm going back to the fountain.
Okay.
These boxes are heavy.
So
I can't
You-
do all the heavy lifting here."
you push it off yourself though, and you're getting back into your standing position, brushing yourself off, and you see the Ralsons giving the crates the eye, along with the cliff.
And I'm just gonna look at him and I'm gonna scream as loud as anybody has ever heard me scream anything. And I'm gonna go, no! I'm gonna look at them and I'm gonna very sternly, no. And I'm gonna walk over, like slowly, but very sternly. I'm like, you will not. You will go back to that fountain. I'm gonna like put my hand out, just very sternly with my like most serious, meanest like parent voice.
Yeah.
As
And
you
get
as
between
you
them
say
and the
this with a
crates.
stern voice, all of our ears suddenly just pop back, and we all just like tense, and then suddenly just all four just scatter, just complete chaos, like jumping over the boxes, jumping over like into a tent. Shit! Run over!
We've been caught red-handed.
Crashing through stuff. Now they have the zoomies, and they're off.
All right. Yes.
But the crates have not
The
fallen
crate is
off
safe
the cliff.
for now.
So you trying the ring now?
Fuck, we gotta do something with these crates. Yeah,
Then
why not, I guess. I don't have
yeah,
else.
strength score multiplied. Yes, it's your base strength score. What's your base strength score?
Yeah, below the modifier.
Is that the little number beneath the modifier?
Bitch can only carry
That's a
45
3.
pounds.
Yeah. That's like a third of the box's weight. So you could probably lift up the corner if you really gave it a try, but it probably was the fact that, somebody was trying to help you. That like when you tried to pick up the side and she was picking up the side, now you're going to have to hold twice as much
Yeah.
as what you can actually carry.
If shrinking it, does shrinking it affect its weight? If
Yeah.
she uses the ring of resizing.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look at the size to a size required to fill the user's intent.
No, so it definitely affects the
It
weight.
doesn't
This
say
is a
anything about
completely
weight.
custom item, just because it is like
Cool.
physically smaller at this point. Like the mass is basically altered as well.
Shit.
To
My question to that is, would that make it denser then, because of the fact that it's smaller, but it's just as much stuff? You get into a whole thing of physics here.
no,
Oh.
it's like when you
I haven't
compress.
taken a fucking physics class in forever.
It's like when you compress a photo. You just lose some of the resolution in the process. It's all right.
Yeah, because this is like wholesale, like shrinking it. I don't know if it's so much like compacting
Yeah.
it.
That's what I'm
That's the way I interpret it.
I'm saying as well for that, because it's not by a large factor either. It's like it's yeah, reasonable size. Anyways,
It's
so
reasonable.
you could roll another strength to try and pick up a corner. Just to make sure.
Are you picking it up again?
Yeah.
Hey.
I lift that
So
bitch
now
up like it's
reasonable.
nobody's goddamn
And so I don't know if
business.
I can
Lift up the
stack
other
on top of
box.
the other.
Yeah, I pick up
By
a whole
yourself.
box. That is a natural fucking 20. I'm lifting a whole box.
Huzzah!
Do it.
Who needs the big, strong characters when you've got Zenora?
Perfect.
So you've got a small box.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna look over at Cat. Yes, that's fine. So
Yeah.
is the disc.
It says it's a horizontal
round?
plane of
Is it-
force, and
is
it does not
longitude and floating?
describe if it is visible. Yeah, just a horizontal plane of force, 3 feet above the ground.
Wouldn't be visible with the full size crate on top of it anyhow. Which I'm assuming you're going.
I'd probably say, since it is a
See where it is to set the
plane of
boxes down.
force, that it would probably like disturb the air enough that you could point it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna assume. I'm
All
gonna,
right,
like,
do exactly
motion
that.
to Zenora to put the big crate down first.
I'll flex a little bit too. I'm freaking beastly.
I'll put the smaller one
God,
on
just
top.
strike a pose when you're done. Oh,
Hell yeah.
And you set the
And
smaller
then,
box on top of the bigger
I'm
box,
gonna
I'm
pull out
guessing,
my
and
rope.
it resizes back to its original size, and you pull out the rope and throw it over the top.
Yeah. Yep, I'm gonna tie
Yeah.
it. So I'm gonna like tie it like you do like a present at Christmas.
Nice.
So around both sides. To try to secure it as best as I can. I'm gonna tie a real fancy knot
Mm,
on the bottom. Or I guess on the top. On the top would make
let's
more
check
sense.
your rope abilities. You don't have a bondage skill like Warren. Let's go with sleight of hand.
Oh, what skill?
I let anyone create any skill that they want because you can add personalized skills. Like you can create a skill in D&D Beyond, and especially if there's something you feel like you want to use a lot in the future. Like Franklin has crafting, and I think Ralston's actually have crafting too because you like to make a bunch of stuff now.
I'm a crafty guy.
Yeah, yeah. But there was an instance where bondage was a very regularly used thing from Warren because he kept binding things and was in situations where he was bound. Yeah, so
I will
Not
Not
question
craft, not just tying knots, just bondage.
I will question no more.
anywho, you get it. You're pretty sure you got it on there, quite taut, and you're good to go. But you're wondering what the best way is to get down there now, and whether or not the portal still works.
Yeah, does the portal still work? Was
Well,
it
we
only
can
for in the
see
bottle, or
Adüné
just
from up here,
transporting
right?
ourselves to Adüné?
Might as well test it.
Mm-hmm.
We've only used it when she's been in the bottle, right?
Yeah,
I'm
see
gonna
what
assume
happens.
It probably is tied to the bottle, but I mean, we could test
For
it.
science.
Science.
We should send a cat in there.
But I
'Cause
would.
if
So we can
Adüné-
see
if
Adüné,
it,
though, right?
if it goes into the bottle,
We should send
then
a
it's
cat there
just
for
water,
sure. But
and that would be funny.
Fucking Schrodinger's cat, this shit.
I think we should
So you
send
want
the
me just
disc
fly
of
down there?
crates down
Have it
to
follow me?
Adüné's deck first. Does it have to follow you, or can you just like project it to go?
It. Oh, I was
Guess you
gonna
could,
say
like,
because
Well-
it
palsy that shit and jump on
moves
top and fly
when
it
I
down.
get 20 feet away from it.
So you just need to be on a 20-foot stick tied to the front of it.
Yeah.
Right.
Just directing it, surfing on a stick.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yep.
Correct.
So you can't.
But
like,
does it
move
have a
around,
rate?
It just follows you.
Of speed, because that'll be your rate of fall.
Her, his rate of speed, cat's rate of speed.
Cats.
So,
Sorry.
yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like that would be the box's rate. I wasn't correcting you. I was saying that would be the rate of the plane and or boxes because they move whenever
Oh.
he gets 20 feet away.
Yeah.
Right. So it's the rate of fall speed.
Yeah.
Oh.
exactly.
Yeah,
wait,
that's
she
what
can
I was
fly,
gonna
that's
Well,
right.
can Cat like fly down? Yeah, but like Cat has wings, right? Like, is Adüné close enough that Cat is confident they
Yep.
can
I
just
am
fly down?
confident
to
enough that I can fly down.
Do it.
We could all just take that shuttle down too. Then after.
Yeah.
I'll grab
think
onto the
that-
crates.
Right. I don't know
guess we
how
could all
much the
just-
crates weigh,
Yeah,
but
we could just climb on top of the crates.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe like
They're 5 feet by 5 feet.
balance it.
small characters, and then round 2 for big characters. I don't know how long your disc lasts.
An hour.
Oh, so that's enough time.
So I mean, it's 25. It's 25 square feet, right? And like
I think it's
Sonora
5 foot
and
square,
Mime are pretty small.
not 20, not 5 by 5. Wait,
What?
What is
no,
5?
I'm wrong. Never mind. Don't listen to me. I'm high.
The point.
So as long as like each Rarlson is on a corner,
No, and we
me
have
Zamora are pretty
climb
close to the
or
center,
climb
it should
speed,
be
so we can
balanced
just like
enough.
hang on to the side of a crate.
It is tied with rope too, so there is like handholds.
We'll all come wandering back with individual snacks from different vendors.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to turn and approach the edge of the cliff facing Adüné. No. I'm waiting. I'm just prepared.
Wait, are we on it? You can't leave yet. All right, DM. Do you have any requirements for us as we attempt to do
Cross
this?
your fingers. I don't know.
Okay, so I'm gonna explain to the Rarlsons how I think they should be on the box, and they are the agile, graceful creatures that may have a better insight into this than
No,
I do.
I think that's a great
So-
idea. I think, there are 4 of us, so we'll just be on, each of the 4 sides, and if you need like dramatic help, we can climb around and shift weight, but I think that's a good idea.
And not to insult.
Hold on
me,
1 second. I'm
because-
going to buy some kites, because this will be fun. We quickly buy a few cheap kites.
What is everyone's weight?
That's a great question. You may have to get me in a second round.
Yeah, because the disc can hold up to
Probably not
500
more than
pounds.
100 pounds.
Yeah, and I'm a human-sized cat.
I am
So I'm.
so I don't know. I don't know what the weight of a halfling normally is, honestly.
Racial traits.
Yeah, I didn't write anything down.
But if you go to description,
Medium.
D&D Beyond.
I'd say I'd
Yeah.
probably be around
So
the same
Mime is
amount as you
48
then.
pounds.
Okay, yeah, so halflings on average, 3 feet tall and 40.
A little less.
What is it? Between 40 and 50 pounds? Or around there about?
Yeah. That's probably even you guys getting on it. You see the plane barely an inch off the ground.
Yeah. So
Oh,
just
wait,
make
how heavy are the
make
crates?
multiple runs.
Did he say how heavy the crates?
These are 5 foot by 5 foot crates. So
How heavy are the
the
Rarlsons?
crates themselves, without anything in them, are already like 100 pounds together.
Okay, so that's 200. Oh, you said 100 pounds together.
That's just the crate. It's like empty.
And the halflings.
Oh.
Oh.
Because they're like solid constructions to hold the crates, and so if you can imagine like a 5 foot, I can barely imagine a fucking 5 foot crate. I don't even know. It's like I couldn't pick it up. I know I couldn't. Yeah. If I could, it would have to be empty. Or I'd be able to do like what Mime did, is like one corner of it.
All right, so the plane
Just
of
do
force.
multiple trips.
Yeah, I was gonna say it hovers like 3 feet above the ground when it's empty. So we'll just do this in multiple trips. Do we want to
Either
check the plate first before I try to zoom and fly across the water?
So, yeah, I suppose we
I
could do
don't
that.
want to get wet.
Well, we also have to think this through because so the disc follows Cat, and I know Cat can fly down from the cliff to Adüné.
This is why I
But
was
can Cat
suggesting that
fly
we
back
check
up from
the
Adüné to the top of the
plate, because
cliff?
if I can just walk through the portal with the stuff on the
Okay.
plane of force, then we don't have to do that.
Yes, much better. Yes. Okay. So I will pause and I will take the plate out of my backpack and do the performance to spin it.
Yep.
Yeah, performance. You got it right.
Performance.
Get it right this time.
Wait,
Sleight of hand.
you said sleight of hand, but then performance. No, the performance.
She said performance first, and then changed to
And
sleight
then rolled
That's
sleight of
what it
hand.
and then roll performance. So I was like confused. But now I see the performance. You get it to. You must have been. We'll say you're laid it up against the boxes on the backside because you roll it and it spins off your finger and starts rolling away from you towards the
Oh,
fountain.
can I grab it? I want to try it. I haven't successfully done this yet.
Okay, it's rolling towards you, and you grab it.
Alright, I grab it, and ooh, that was good.
You
So far, I can
succeed.
successfully spin the plate for the first time ever.
We clap. Golf
And,
clap.
She's a natural.
She's gonna like put her hands up and be like, "I did it!"
She's a natural.
How did you do it?
So it's rolling towards me, and she's gonna like do a fancy little like I don't know, fucking monk thing. What do monks do?
You like
I-
you like
Do monks do?
I've
I
got
punch
something
a
in
lot.
Walk
mind.
around elegantly.
I've got something in mind. If you need some,
Say it. Yes, I don't know.
so you got to think martial arts here. Martial.
Yeah, I don't do that
And-
shit.
Well, you've seen. You got to have seen some fighting movies in your time, though, right? And they're
Yeah, I've seen Karate Kid and shit.
they're agile as fuck. So that plate comes rolling over to you. You don't pick it up. You just see it rolling. You stop it with your foot. You roll your foot back over it, kick it up in the air, and then just like roundhouse kick it, spin it in the air.
Hell yeah. And then I do my little celebrate, throw my hands up, and be like, yeah.
Meanwhile, people are still
Everyone
like
deserves a golf clap.
are
Watching.
slowly getting back into their normal grooves of things, and the people that are directly near you though do stop to watch and are clapping too.
Yeah.
You get about just roll the D100 and see 65-ish copper pieces thrown out to you as if you were a street
Oh,
performer.
fuck yeah.
Pick them up.
We scramble.
I pick it all up.
Did the portal open?
Yes, it is open, and you
So
see directly
Yeah,
through
did a portal open.
Adüné's
Oh,
deck
what's on the other side?
that is inside of the cruise cabin, because that's where the plate was left last. The other plate.
Oh, we've got a.
Hey.
All
We
right,
just
and
go
I
finger
march
guns
through
at
the
Cat
portal.
and be like, great thinking.
With the crates following you, and the Rawlsons hanging off the sides just because they can.
Flying kites.
Like
Goodbye, city. It was fun to see you. I'm sorry we never picked up that guy's armor or paid him.
He got paid yesterday, didn't he? Or the whatever day we were at the market.
I think so, but pretty sure
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I
He
think
did
he had to
Frederick
pay for it ahead of
this
time.
shit?
he
And
was
then he
out
put
of
the rest. Go ahead.
and he
Sorry.
was out of money. You're gonna say he put the rest though?
Yeah, he put whatever he had left into that new like backpack that had a little that had a bunch of little pocket dimensions on it, and then that backpack immediately got stolen at the springtime Eurythmic Veracity.
Yep. Oh, that was right after. So he
So then
paid
how did he
for.
pay
He went
for
to.
the
He went to the
armor?
market shopping with you guys, but then it got. Mhm.
Yeah. So the armor is paid for.
Oh, and then it got stolen.
Should we have just picked that up just in case we needed it?
I mean, are we sailing away right now?
I mean, I'm walking through the thing. I can't carry that armor. I don't know if you guys want to go through it. I'm
If
not
there
gonna-
was time, I
or
guess
go
we
pick
would
it
have
up. I'm not
grabbed
gonna
it
Stop you.
because we went and scattered. So
Okay. You have a set of adamantium armor that is probably too big for any of your characters.
fuck yeah.
Just
Although you
curling
do
up
have-
inside the chess piece.
Have the ring of. You do have that one ring of reasonable size, so could work out in your
Yep.
favor. You have a set of adamantium armor.
Oh, that's true.
Oh,
Sweet. We walked forward and joined the others. I mean, someone can use this, I'm sure.
It's adamantium plate, by the way.
Okay. That's
it on a
probably not
chicken.
like a me thing, but like maybe one of our friends here or those other strangers in the other team, maybe they would want it.
But yeah, you guys
Just
make
want
it.
to say.
I'm gonna Mime's gonna encourage one of the Ralsons just to try it
Jeffrey
on.
will try it
For,
on.
just for
How
fun.
shiny is the armor?
Let's just see what it looks like.
It is extremely shiny.
Good question.
It's like you can see a reflection in it, shiny.
Wow. We keep chasing the like a little light that keeps reflecting off of it onto the decks of the ship. Yeah, he'll certainly put it on.
Does Jeffrey put it on?
He blushes a little bit.
Do you
Yeah.
feel bonita?
I feel bonita.
You look bonita.
Well, you look bonita. Do you
Man.
feel bonita? I feel bonita. Well, you look bonita.
That's
I just
what I'm
realized the
imagining.
pocket rocket is an adamantium mine.
Mm-hmm.
It's really shiny in there. Good thing none of us have ADHD.
No, it's not the.
ADHD.
Yeah, I
It,
didn't.
it's not the.
Yeah, I somehow missed that. I remember
In my
Yeah.
mind,
about
it was
how
a salt
all
mine
the
because you
walls were
described it
adamantium,
as
right? It was
that
very
salt mine.
difficult.
Yeah.
Mm,
It was a cool place that exists in reality, but the yeah, it's adamantium.
yeah. And the dwarves like cut a bunch of it out, and I'm pretty sure stole a bunch of it.
Nice.
No, you know how it comes.
But we got an atom. We could all have adamant.
Did you, are
Sorry,
you
my
looking at its
min-maxer
stats?
is showing.
Are you at it looking at its stats?
Maybe.
Yeah.
You need
I
a strength
can't
of-
wear armor.
You need a strength of 15 though, so you put it on and you're like,
Oh my god, I have a strength
Right.
of 15, but I'm not proficient in armor, so I can't wear it.
Can you learn to be proficient?
Yeah. There's feats for it too.
and legs probably.
Yeah. Is it always? But okay. So this set is made out of plate, but you can get it made out to be
Find
anything
something
from
magical.
chain to on.
Yep.
So
Yeah, it's just the fact that it's plate that you need the 15,
Oh,
really.
chain would be nice.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, for some reason, chainmail, like full chain. That's probably why it is. Full chainmail, you would need the strength of 13. But if you were just had to like a shirt,
like a light shirt.
yeah, oh, there,
Basically mithril.
yeah, yep. Basically,
There
what
are
this,
I'll turn-
mithril shirts.
We'll like turn. Oh, there is. Never mind.
yeah, mithril is a thing, but it's a lighter metal.
Yeah, don't.
It's
Got it. We'll
Um,
turn to the others
has
and
one.
just be like, next
me?
time we talk to those other guys. We gotta remember to tell them. Wait, we have a torque. Can I see the torque? Who has it?
You have the torque. You have your own torque.
Oh yeah, that's right.
can't-
I'll message out to all the torques because one of them is in the other dimension. Hey, just a
Oh.
reminder. Oh wait, no,
Yeah.
they don't.
That's Hamilton.
I'm gonna take that
Hamilton has Flint's torque.
Yeah, I'll
Mhm.
take that back
You
too
can't
because
talk.
I'm pretty sure none of us know they have an adamantine mine. But he will send out. Hey, I don't know if anyone needs it, but we've got a set of adamantine plate. I don't know how you would get it, but let us know if you need anything.
It's up for sale.
It's true.
Oh, well, good session, guys.
Oh wow, it is 10 already.
Yeah.
Alright.
I
Yeah, I'll say with
I was
that, ladies
expecting
and
that to
gents,
go a
it's
little
after
faster
10.
only because I had some other things planned out, but I'm ready for next time.
Do we get
Yeah.
an action shot of Adüné sailing away majestically free?
Yes, as you
yes.
as you guys are inside of the cabin crew, Adüné does greet you, and where should we set off sail? And you guys make it out onto the deck, and I'm assuming Mime takes up a captain's pose with the hat and just points east,
Yes.
but then realizes Adüné can't see that and says east. That the to the right. Because you're facing south currently off the side of the cliffs, and you do take a last look back over your shoulders to see the cliffs of the market and the bustling crowd above, with the crane going back to work with a ship that's near you, a larger kind of loaded ship up with a, what's the word I'm looking for here? Barge, more of a barge that's got a bunch of crates on it that it's lifting up to the top of the, individually up to the top of the cliff there, and yeah, you see the soaring bridges over the walls of the blue walls, and the purple rooftops of the Queen's Palace, and the red of the lower tier, and the blue of the lowest tier you just come from the market districts. All their roofs glittering as you are sailing away, and the sun is probably just going to the horizon, about to be setting.
Perfect.
Well done.
Yo.
Beautiful. I do have a question though.
Huh?
So the plates, the portals. So we left one on the cliffs there at Socrates. Is that? I mean, I guess when we walk back through the portal, or when we close, like, 'cause we can't close the portal. The plate will fall to the ground, and somebody can pick it up, right? Do we just leave it open?
Do
The-
not
Rope?
enter.
We do
The
not
plate does
enter
stop
tape.
spinning after a bit and clatter down to the ground, if you recall.
Can we retrieve it? I would
Yeah,
be,
do
because somebody
are we
could just spin it and
concerned
end up on a
about going
Adüné.
back to the cliffs to retrieving
So,
it?
you are
Or
not
wait, am I picking
thinking
it up from my
you
side?
you are thinking of this correctly, but I don't know if there's an easy way to potentially to solve it or not right this second.
Can I like talk to Timothy through the card and ask him to go pick it up? Tell him he's just gonna find a plate.
Can I
by the
fly back
cliffs
and
at the
get it?
market, and if he holds on to
I was
it,
gonna
I'll
say
give him the gold
classic
and
like
send
road
next.
trip. We stop 5 minutes after we leave. Shit, I forgot.
That's what I was thinking too.
I kind
We
of want
forgot
that
the
to happen.
plate.
Just go look around like, guys,
Just get us close
we have
enough,
to go
and I'm not
back."
even gonna try to fly as a bird. I'm just gonna cast fly. Just gonna rip out one of my own feathers, cast fly, and go over
You're-
there.
Your wings grow to like 3 times their size, and it's just like whoosh, whoosh up to the side of the cliff, and you're able to spot it glinting on the ground in between the crowd that's being stepped on top of. You probably grab the plate
Send on
and
them like a heartbeat. Everyone
I'll
screams.
just put
and
it into
scatters.
my bag of holding so that I'm not trying to just like carry it in my beak or my talons and accidentally drop it in the ocean. And I'll just fly back to the I'll just fly back to Adüné.
beautiful.
All right, let's try the sunset departure again.
That's such a classic ending for this group.
Yes.
Off-key music now plays as we sail away into the music or into the sunset.
Shoot. So yes, you successfully sail away this time. The sun is fully going over the horizon.
Yay! I can go.
It's
I can
great.
sleep
I'm
well
gonna
tonight
sleep
knowing
on the
Adüné is
deck
free.
just to feel the
Finally.
open air and just like, I don't know, caress a railing or a knob. Very happily sit on her steering wheel and just like, yep, this is nice.
You all hear a bit of a cooing from Adüné to back to Cat.
Oh.
Right, and convince him to go to
Alright,
go
okay,
start a
right.
business together.
Yes.
Well, we're well armed, right? We already have
Right.
jars.
We have the
nude
promise of
pictures the
more
queen,
gold.
We have gold.
I believe a contract.
We have adamantium.
Just missing his signature.
Yes.
Yeah.
It should be fine, right?
I turn to
What could go
the
wrong?
others and I say, "Hey, remember that baby red dragon that we couldn't kill in the illusion room? How big do you think this one is?"
Bigger.
I nod. Excellent.
Good.
Bigger is better.
Redemption.
Hopefully not. We don't want to kill this one.
Yo.
Alrighty.
Yep.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
jump
it
off
was
of
a good
here
time.
and go sleep. Lovely
Good session. Thanks, everyone.
Very good.
Yeah.
Good
Yep.
night.
Night.
Good night.
Y'all next week.
A grand and wonderful thank you for those who took the time and made it here, to the end of the episode, where I know sometimes we are long-winded and others we are just dead silent. I don't know what to tell you. This is raw here, folks. Please remember to like and subscribe, and you can help support us just by listening. But you can also provide even more support, if you like, by going to Anchor FM page and following the support link there. If you do so, I will personally work in an NPC or an idea, whatever you'd like to hear played out. If you want, you can get a hold of us through one of our many options, including voice messages on Anchor FM, or DM to our Twitter, or any other social media that you can find us, YouTube, etc. You can share your ideas, otherwise listen for the shout out and thank you for making it through.